Alrighty. Welcome everyone to our team Zoom tonight. My name is Melody Fitzsimmons. I am not Monica Hollister. I am on her account, her Zoom account. She is not able to be with us tonight, and that's okay. So Casey Bogle and I are going to be leading this one. And we're going to be sharing just some things that we've been learning, but we've learned the hard way, and what we have helped our team with, and what we want to see happen for everyone who is watching this, who's on our team, and because we want your success. This is why we do our team Zooms. We want to connect. We want to see your faces. We want you to see us because we care about you guys so much. And so I want to just read something here. Okay. This is going to lead into what I am going to be sharing with you this evening. Because I want to just say one thing. Have you guys noticed something this month? A lot of people are getting a lot of people on board. Like, our teams are growing. Whether you are fairly brand new ambassador and you've gotten your first ambassador this month because of the free enrollment codes, right? How exciting is that? Or whether you've been in this for 3 years and suddenly you have this huge influx of people coming on board. It doesn't matter. What you've probably noticed is growth is happening this month. Your teams are growing. Your ambassadors are bringing ambassadors on board. You're bringing ambassadors on board. Whether you typically bring a new ambassador on board every month or not, you probably have or are going to this month. All right, so if that's you, I want you to hear our hearts tonight because we want you guys to succeed and have long-term success, not short-term, okay? So I'm going to read something for you. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. Okay, so I wanted to share with you that quote because that quote is exactly why we are all here tonight. Okay, and anybody else on our teams who's going to be watching this later on, that's why you are here with us, part of our team, because you came on board with your friend who sponsored you. You kept together with that friend of yours, and perhaps you started growing a little team or maybe a big team. Maybe you started sharing with people, and maybe that friend who sponsored you stayed connected with you and encouraged you and cheered you on and helped you, and you were working together. And hello, you're having success. Whether you have your first ambassador or 50, it doesn't matter. You're having success. And we want that success to continue for you. And here's my heart sharing with you what I would love to see happen, because this month some of us are having some really explosive growth, whether it's 3 new ambassadors and you're like, I haven't had 3 new ambassadors in months, or whether it's, like I said, 50, it doesn't matter, okay? When this month is over, what's going to happen? Are you going to celebrate all the new people that have joined your team this month, all the new customers you've gotten this month? And then what? Are you going to, April comes and, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to relax. I'm going to take the first week of April off. I'm just going to, I'll just post a little bit. Let me give you some wisdom, Melody's wisdom. Don't do what I've done. Don't make my mistakes. Make your own mistakes. Make new mistakes. Don't take a break. Don't take a vacation. You have brought on new people to your team, right? Probably more than normal this month because of the free enrollments. That means you have a responsibility to these dear people that trust you and have come on board with you. And I'm going to clarify one thing. Some of these people that have come on board with you are probably telling you, "Oh, I'm not doing the business. You don't need to get me involved in all that stuff." Well, that's okay. Okay. I have people on board like that too. That's okay. But guess what? I'm not going to ignore them. just because they are, I'm going to call happy wholesalers. They're enjoying their products and that's all they want. That's fine. That's why we have a really great price for those products. But your job, my job as their sponsor, is to be checking in on them every couple days, every single week. And when our Thursday night weekly live events happen, remind them, plug them into those events. Okay, get them so that they, even if they're like, oh, I'm not going to make it, okay, that's fine. Invite them next week and keep inviting them and connect with them. Hey guys, can you make sure, here, I'll mute. There we go. Okay, mute around. Muting everyone. Let's see. There we go. You've got to stay connected with your new ambassadors, whether they're all in for the business or whether they're happy with just using their products. Because here's what happens. People come on board, and if they don't have support, some people are not going to be committed to staying on board with their products. They're going to be like, oh, I don't need to take my pink drink today. They need support. And what I've been telling my new people this month especially, it's my new phrase. So I'm just going to say it from now on. I'm going to be your new annoying friend. Like, I'm going to be your annoying friend. I'm going to be annoying you. Be ready, because I'm going to make sure you're taking your stuff. Because guess what? You trusted me to get the best price and get on these products that we have tailored for your needs. And I want to make sure you're taking your stuff. And you've got to respond back to me. Do my new people run away saying, oh, she's so annoying? No, they take it. Either maybe they think I'm annoying, but they don't say anything. Okay. But they are like, okay, fine. Yeah, sure. I'm doing great. Okay, good. Right? Just checked in with one of my new ambassadors this afternoon to see if she got her products yet. She hasn't gotten her products yet, but she replied back because she knows that it's my job to check in with her. So I want to share a couple things with you that I have been implementing for the last couple of years with my personal team. This is for everyone, all of Monica's team, all of us here, that we can all implement together. And if you're not already doing this, I strongly suggest you start doing this. And if you are already doing this, give yourself a pat on the back because you're doing great, okay? So one of the things that I like to do when I have brought a brand new ambassador on board, so like last week, I personally enrolled a level 1. And so what do I do with that level 1? For example, let's say Casey is my new level 1. What do I do with Casey? Well, I actually will enroll her over the phone. Whether she's going to do it on her computer or phone, on her end, I'm on the phone with her. I don't let anybody join on their own. I always get on the phone with them, and I make it extremely clear to them, and they're like, okay, great. So we get on the phone. I walk her through the enrollment process. When she's done enrolling, in that same phone call, I tell her this. I say, okay, Casey, I'm so excited for you. Yay, you're on board. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple things for you. Number 1, I'm going to make sure I add you to at least 2 of our team pages, my team page and Team Wellness, because I want you to be plugged into our community that's going to support you and encourage you. And we have so many resources at your fingertips that can help you as you start this journey, as you're using your products. And if you want to do more, it's all right there. But this is what I do with all my ambassadors, and I'm just letting you know I'm adding you to these 2 team pages. So check your notifications later tonight and make sure you accept the invitation, please, so I can do a welcome post for you. And I'm also going to do a welcome post for you. And do you mind if I do a welcome post on my own personal profile and tag you in it? And everybody says, sure, that's fine. Everyone says that's fine. All right. So after I've told Casey that while we're still on the phone, this is what I tell her next. And guys, this next part is pretty crucial. And this is what I do with every single one of my new level 1 ambassadors, whether they have joined for just the products or more. Okay. I tell them, now I'm going to get you in a 3-way chat with my friend Monica who got me started in Plexus. She is so excited to meet you. She can't wait to hear it, meet you and hear your story. She's going to want to meet you and get to know you and be an encouragement and a support to you. And she's going to be an extra cheerleader. She's going to be there just so you have more support. That's what we do here. We support each other. And they're like, okay. So after I get off the phone call and Casey's all enrolled, I go and I add her to a 3-way chat with Monica, my direct working upline. Guys, you should be doing this with every single one of your level ones that you have brought on board this month. Because looking at my personal team growth, we've had explosive team growth. I know Casey's team has had explosive team growth. I know that all of our team, which is Monica's team, have had explosive team growth. And guess what? If you are connecting your new level one, every single one of them, whether you've sponsored in 1 or say you've done 12. Hey, that's cool. 2 iPads, right? Whether you've done 1 or 12 or 18, I don't care. You're going to plug in your new level one, every single one of them, into an individual 3-way chat with your direct working upline. Now, if your direct upline is not working the business, skip above and go to the person who works with you. Whichever upline works with you, put that new level one in you in a 3-way chat with them. Because that is the first step to truly connecting your new recruit with your upline. And it's a very personal, informal way and a sweet way of building bridges. And that's how you start keeping your new people on board, okay? The other thing I like to do, and this is what I encourage people on my team to do as well, is I like to do my best to get my new level one in a 3-way Zoom with Monica. That doesn't happen with every single one of my level ones, but it happens most of the time. It happens with my new level ones. So Monica and I, in our 3-way chat now with my new level one, we like to try to plan a time in the next few days or the next week of getting on a Zoom with this new level one. And what Monica does is then she gets to know that person face to face, like we're doing right now, and she takes that person, my new recruit, through the back office, touching on key points and showing that person how to get products paid for, that kind of thing. Guys, this is so important. Our new ambassadors need to know what they have at their fingertips. You cannot not tell them. Is that right? You have to tell them. I can't do double negatives. You have to tell them about this opportunity. You need to give them the option. Okay? You can't just say, oh, they signed up for the best price. They don't want to talk to anyone. Sorry, that doesn't fly. Not on my boat. Like, I have level ones that have joined this month who are like, nope, not doing the business. But guess what? I still told them about it. And guess what? I am still going to be plugging them into team. I plug them into team pages. I'm going to invite them to different team events that we do. I'm going to, sometimes be like, hey, how are you doing? Do you want to get your products paid for? So that's what I want to share with you. I have something else here. Okay. This applies because I know we have some guys on our team. Okay, guys, you're rocking it. You're awesome. But this quote is specifically talks about women, okay? When women support each other, incredible things happen. All right? Behind every great woman are great women who support her. You know for a fact that each of us would not be here right now if it wasn't for our insanely incredible, precious team of support. Our upline, our downline, our sidelines, we would not be here, okay? So we've got to pull our new people on board and give them a virtual hug if we're not local to them, all right? And connect them. Connection is key here because if they're not connected, sometimes that's why we have attrition. We lose people. And we don't want that. I don't want that for you guys. Okay? I don't want all this beautiful growth that we've had in the month of March to go down the drain. And I know you guys don't either. So make sure you're connecting your new people with your upline. Plug them in, whether they're wholesalers or they're workers. Go ahead, Casey.
All right. How do I follow you? No, just kidding. All right. So I was taking some notes because some of my new people are on here and they're going to say, well, I haven't been put in a 3-way Zoom with someone. Ah, caught me. See, guys, it doesn't matter what level you're at. You still learn a new thing. You always learn new things. So what I want to touch on tonight is finding that, okay, one of the things, sorry, yeah, thank you, you muted. One of the things is finding that harmony, okay? When Melody was saying don't take a break, that doesn't mean you're working 24/7, and I know she meant it that way, okay? But, or she did not mean to work 24/7. We do not want to do that, and I have been guilty of it. And you know what that shows my team? That shows them, well, that's not duplicatable. I don't want to work all the time. I don't want to have to do that. And I know that that's how I came across because that's exactly what I was doing, because I personally felt like I had to constantly be working, but yet it wasn't productive working. It was just busy work. Like, oh, I'm in front of my phone or my computer. That's not work. So narrow it down to when you can put in your work time and focus in on it and get it done, and then go do life. And you know what I found? When you go do life, when you're working, it's a lot more fun. And then that's when your passion grows. And I'm going to share this. Passion is huge. And these are going to all connect, okay? So when you find that, make that harmony happen, and many of you guys have heard my illustration, but some of you haven't, so I'm just going to share it with you. You're the conductor of an orchestra, and there's different parts of the orchestra. You're playing with them all together. It's not about balance, because there's no such thing as balance. You have to know when to pull certain parts in and when to quiet them down. When something's going to be really loud, but then you have to bring it back down and then bring everything back into harmony. Okay? That's life. And so when you're going to have to kind of fake your way until you figure out how to do it, because it does take time. Okay, it does. Don't think you're going to get it overnight. All right? But you develop this passion that nothing can put out that fire or that belief in you, because you are so excited about what you are doing. You want everyone else to know about the benefits of what we have. The business is amazing and the products are amazing. We all know that. We all know that. When you have that type of passion, then you're going to naturally have confidence, not an obnoxious confidence. We don't want that, okay? It's a confidence of what you have is so valuable, you can't keep it to yourself. You know what you have is so valuable that you're handing it to everyone who will accept it. But that then ties into your approach, okay? When you're sharing with people, we're not pushy. Plexus is not pushy. We're not that type of a company, okay? So when you're approaching people, you have a take it or leave it mentality, and you yourself have to have that mentality. Take it or leave it. If they want to look into it, that is awesome. If they don't want to look into it, it's probably just at that time. They know that they can't at that time, or it's just not what they can focus on at that time. So it's okay. And when you have that take it or leave it approach of totally fine, I'll check back with you in a couple months, or whatever the wording, whatever the timing would be, that helps people to know that you genuinely just want to offer something to them and you're not desperate. If you feel desperate, ask yourself why. Like, why feel desperate? To get someone on board your team or as a customer. Does it mean growth? Yes. Growth for a short time, but if you're desperate, your approach in helping them isn't going to be right. It's not going to be something that they want to be a part of. Eventually they're going to be like, okay, yeah, no. Because I mean, who wants to picture in your life when you've been around someone who's desperate, okay? If you think about it in a relationship term, a girl who's like so needy and desperate for this attention, no, like I don't want it. So don't be that when you are sharing with your potentials. So that doesn't mean like pull back and never share because you're scared of being the exact thing that you don't want to be. No, check yourself. Just check yourself. Okay, am I genuinely wanting to offer this to others for their benefit? And then naturally your business is going to grow when people see you as true and real and not pushy. Okay, so not desperate and not apologetic. Don't apologize for sharing with people. Okay? Don't apologize. Don't think you're being pushy or annoying. And again, Melody was joking with that annoying friend thing. Okay? You're not being annoying. You're taking responsibility. I mean, there's a fine line. If you're going to be like overboard, yeah, you can turn into annoying. So understand that you need to give people time and space. So my follow-up system that I like to do is I touch base a few days after they've placed their order, because then I check to see if their products have arrived. Okay? If their products have arrived, we go ahead and set them up with their protocol. Okay? This is how you should take it. And then I kind of follow the Emily Gibson where you check in each week. Depending on the personality, their needs, their independence. You know, if someone has more health issues, then they're probably going to want a little bit more guidance. If someone's just like, awesome, I'm ready. Like Nicole, she's like, oh, I started yesterday. Awesome. So some people are going to just take and run with it, and other people are going to want to know every little step that they should do. Work with people where they're at. Okay. Let me see. I think that's all the things. Then, with your follow-up system, put their name on your calendar so you don't let people fall through the cracks. I have done that so many times, and it like, I want to cry because it's like, how many people have I just not consistently kept up with? And as a result, they're like, yeah, this isn't working. When really they had the right products and all they needed to do was make a couple tweaks. Okay, I'm going to use myself for an example. I don't think I've already shared this. This year, last January, we got a dog. And I had never had an indoor dog. I don't know how this even happens. Well, okay. Apparently, I thought I was detoxing for a full year, but I must have had ringworm. Okay. I don't even know how that happens, but it's gross. Yeah, the dog should go. So I asked Wendy, I'm like, what is this? It's got to go away. Is it detox? And she's like, no, that's not detoxing. I'm pretty sure you have ringworm. Okay, ringworm is a fungus for anyone else that doesn't know, not a literal worm within your skin like I was thinking at my adult age. I freaked out. But anyway, so I was taking 2 ProBio 5 every single night. I needed to increase it to 3. That was the tweak that I made. And it went from extreme, it looked like I had psoriasis on my arm. And it was so itchy. From 2 capsules to 3 capsules every day and applying coconut oil to the surface, it's gone. It was gone in a matter of weeks. But if I forget to take the ProBio 5, it'll slowly come back. So what does that tell me? That tells me that internally, my body still has some more work to do. So on the surface, it's healing, which means internally it's healing. So that to say, the protocol that we work with people, okay, so you're not seeing results. All right, what can we modify? What can we tweak? Ask them how much of each product they're taking and what time of day they're taking it. I just found someone today who's taking Metaburn with their breakfast. It needs to be on an empty stomach, okay? So, or they take Slim and they sip it all morning long. It needs to be drank within 30 minutes. Okay. It's very important that people understand how our supplements work so that they know how to work with them. Okay. And if you're not confident in knowing how to set people up with that, it's okay. What you can do is that three-way message with your working upline so that they can help you to get these individuals set up for success, for results, because that's our intent. It's helping people get results. And when they have results, whether that be a paycheck or whether that be health change and improvement, they're going to want to stick around, especially with our community, right? So that's what I have. Trying to think if there's anything else, but I don't believe so. Mel, do you want to close us out, or is there something else we need to do?
No, that was it. We didn't have, we don't want to, obviously we don't need to take over everyone's evening. I wanted to clarify one thing that I said earlier, and Casey did clarify it a little bit, is that I talked about, not taking a vacation after the month of March. I don't mean that you need to be, like she said, working 24/7. Because like she said, when she works 24/7, she gets burnt out. When I'm on my phone a lot, my brain feels fried. My eyes get really tired. So, for example, I was working with great focus for a few hours this afternoon, away from my family. Well, when I came back home, my phone went away, at least for an hour and a half. And it was so refreshing because I was cooking in my kitchen and getting my house stuff done and taking care of my family's needs and feeding everyone. And then I came here and I sat here. All right. You can have downtimes and still have a successful business. All right. You don't just need to have 1 month of insane growth and then lose it because you took a big break. All right. Just simply learn to make time for your business and be checking in with your people. And maybe one day, maybe you take a day and go out with your family the first week of April, be like, woo, let's go celebrate something that, some success that we had in the month of March. Let's, take a whole day and have a huge family day. Yeah. I mean, we do stuff like that too. But what I'm saying is what we have seen, Casey and I have seen, is that personally and on our teams, we have seen that when we have this huge momentum and growth, the next month, everyone takes this huge breather, and then suddenly everything stops. We don't want you guys to experience that. We want you guys to have continued growth. Build off of March. Okay? Come alongside your people. So how can I help you? Do you need my help with the workers on your team who've been bringing new people on board? How can I help you? What can I do? Be checking in. But put your phone away for a couple hours and go clean your house. Go do your normal stuff. You're still a wife, mom. You're still working. You're still, doing all those things you need to be doing. All right. But don't take a huge long breather and lose all the momentum that you have gained. Okay. That's simply was all I'm sharing. Oh, well, I'm trying to clarify. So yes, that's it. One thing. Okay. Thursday evening at 8 p.m. Central, correct? 8 p.m. Central. We have our weekly now, Thursday night weekly live event. I believe Sarah Fries and who else? I forget. It's okay.
I just saw the picture.
Jane. I don't know. It'll be posted. We'll be posting it. Anyways, 2 of our sideline gals will be going live Thursday evening in our weekly health and happiness wellness event. So make sure you're plugging people in there and your new people that have come on board this month. Amber had a question. Go ahead, Amber.
Actually, Mel, it was a thought on the momentum thing. All of your people that you signed up with your 6 free codes got 3. We need to be helping them get their 3 free. You need to be building your level 2.
Yes, ma'am. All right. I'm going to say one thing adding to that. Thank you, Amber. One thing you will want to get your mind into is that your new level ones you've brought on board, their level ones, you need to treat as your level ones. So when your level ones, you know, they use one of their free codes, or maybe all 3 of their free codes, if they've joined in March and they've recruited 1 to 3 people, it is your responsibility to reach down and treat your new level 2s as if they were your level 1s, because your level 1 is brand new. They do not know what to do. They might, even if they're the best go-getter ever and they're driven, they need you to come alongside and help your new level 2s, okay? This is key. And this is something I have learned the hard way, and I'm purposing not to let happen. When I bring help level 2s come on board, I treat them like they're my babies. They're mine, and I want them to have success. So thank you so much, Amber. That was such a beautiful, important note to add. All right. Anybody have anything they want to share or add or have a question about? You have like 1 minute to think about it and ask. Less than 1 minute. Okay, we are done. Thank you all for coming on this evening. Thank you so much, Casey. All right, help your new people, guys. Have a great night. See you later. Bye.